Let's go, Regena.
We're here. It's Friday, everybody.
And welcome to Gavin Gush with Sally and Regena. Regena Karasch, or Regena the Machina. Aptly named by Fred Ferris, our good friend Fred Ferris. And in fact, Fred and Denise is his wife, long-suffering wife. And we copied their comments today because they're so cute. And because in I'm stuttering all over the place. We ask you, do you pre-wash your laces? Do you starch your laces? Do you sew a fancy band? And then we showed our strawberry knit.
Strawberry knit, yeah.
Denise said she would make Fred a bubble.
Yeah, you got to read these. Yeah. You have to read these. They're so funny.
I'm gonna wait until more people are here because they're so cute. I hate to have anybody miss them. Love it. Yeah. Anyway, so Regena has been sewing this week. You might have,
as you can see,
you might have seen a reel where she came to Farmhouse on Monday, maybe.
Yeah, Monday.
And selected a nice stack of knits.
A big stack of knits, yes. Yeah. And decided I had the patterns. I had everything worked out
because you brought your patterns.
Yeah, I
with
brought
you,
everything.
Yeah.
Over the weekend, I had planned out exactly what I was going to do, so I brought it and got all my stuff. And
what did they come in on Friday when you were here?
Yes,
for Gavin Gush, and they were
they were passing through, and it was like, oh my gosh, look at those. So
and then that gave you a chance to
I
go home.
got the ideas of which dress to make what, and yeah.
And they felt good, didn't they?
Yeah.
They feel good.
Oh, those knits are heavenly. I mean, I love sewing them.
Prints, really cute prints.
They are. They're cute, and they're easy to work with. I really like working with them because this some of the knits you get, they just roll up.
I know, it's frustrating.
I mean, the minute, and then you're fighting with that. Well, they just did it barely, but not much, and it was just so much easier to work with, and they're good. The stretching is good.
Yeah.
So they work
pull
nice.
it over your head.
Yeah.
You don't need a zipper. You don't need a loop and a button.
No buttons, no nothing. Yeah. They're quick. Yeah. So if you want to do a quick dress, do a knit one.
So Regena has several styles and several companies, and she's going to show the pattern front and then talk about the dresses and the different styles and the different companies, and we'll definitely put a link to all of them. And so anyway.
Yeah, but we're going to start out with this pucker fabric.
Yeah.
The pucker factor.
The pucker factor.
Yeah, the pucker factor.
Pucker up, baby, pucker up. Anyway, I've noticed since I'm old, and I have been sewing on cottons for a long time, that over the years, seersucker has taken on a different look. Are we having trouble with our camera? Okay. Hang in there, Instagram. They're wiggling us around. Yeah. Anyway, Fabric Finders came out with the cutest little print.
It's a really sweet little cherry print.
Look at this. Look at these little cherries. They're really adorable. And they call it seersucker. And so we ordered it and we put it on our website and we call it seersucker.
It's seersucker.
So when it came in, we're looking at it and thinking, where are the puckers, people?
There's no pucker in this fabric.
Where the puckers go? And you can see the lines, though.
Yeah, you can see where it's supposed to.
I mean, we see a lot of seersucker like this. So the weave is there, but it forgot its puckers.
It didn't come in puckered.
I'm gonna go to the overhead, and so that you can see the.
Goodness.
Yeah, we got our pretty flowers up here, so I'm gonna try and find my button. So the overhead is for YouTube and Facebook, and our camera for Instagram doesn't work with the overhead, so I apologize. But we'll talk about it and hold it up to you. Anyway, so I don't know.
It's gonna be really hard to see that you can.
But I wonder if you can tell. Can you tell the difference between this one that's been washed? I wonder if you can see it. Can you girls see it on your...
See a little bit up there.
You can.
It does definitely pucker. So, and all I did was take it to our kitchen sink in the shop here and put this piece in hot water, hot soapy water, rinse it, and roll it in a
But I bet it when it goes, if you put it in the dryer, it's gonna pucker up.
That's what I think.
I think you're gonna really see the puckers.
Let's see if I can get a little bit closer. Let's see. Yeah, you can see the puckers in that now. Yeah. So that gives you a good little. It's more like a plissé.
So if you ordered this and you would get it and you would think, well, this is not seersucker, but when you wash it, it's seersucker.
So we didn't trick you. I promise.
Yeah.
We did not trick you.
Not trying to sell you something that's not really seersucker.
But man, is this not the cutest print?
It's really cute and it's really soft. It's really really nice.
So what do you think, Regina? I could see it.
Bubbles in this.
Me too.
I can
Sundress.
see cute little smock bubble. It would be so sweet.
Oh, I love that idea. Yeah.
Cute little summer dress with flutter sleeves would be really cute.
Look at that. Cool, because 100% cotton, really cool. It would stand away from your body. Actually, it'd be a cute baby blanket.
It would.
Adorable.
Lots of ideas for this one.
The little tiny cherry design is like, I don't know.
And they're not real red. They're more like a what would you say, a fire engine red maybe? Yeah. I mean, they're not real red. They're just a soft red.
I think Ariel found a piqué that looked really good with this. And somebody was asking for some, what was it?
Speaking of red, Carol says red is really your color, Regina.
Oh, thank you, Carol. I'll wear red more often.
That's right. That does encourage you when people tell you that.
Does.
Anyway, so let's show a couple of other little examples of seersucker that we've gotten and that we have over the years. This is something I started a long time ago and never finished.
Imagine that.
Imagine. But can you see that this hasn't been, this is like more of a typical, isn't it? More
came
of a
in
typical.
this way. It's not it hasn't been washed or anything.
Yeah. So let's go to the overhead on this one. You can definitely see the puckers on this. Yeah. So this is what you might come to think you ought to see with a seersucker. I'm here to tell you that you may or may not see it.
But you should.
Then we have, this is a Speckler Vogel seersucker, and it is 100% cotton. Yeah, 100% cotton. And it's pretty with the, what color we call that? Seafoam.
Seafoam green.
Yeah, maybe it's more puckery because it's a check instead of a stripe. But seafoam is puckery. And then this is Speckler Vogel. This one's really puckery. I don't know if it has any oh, this is a polyester and cotton blend. But that's even more puckery, and that probably would stay that way. So here we go, folks. Overhead, you can see.
It's real pucker.
You can see that. So
like
cute.
Little dots.
Yeah.
This would be really fun because you just wash it.
And it's going to look just like
this.
And
it's going to come out just like this. For all those moms that don't want to iron, and you wouldn't iron this anyway.
Right.
But this, you'd really...
This also comes in a plaid. The
you wouldn't
pastel.
have to do anything.
This is a pastel stripe, and there's a pastel plaid, and it's Speckler Vogel, and it's
so fun for summer.
Poly cotton. It is. So, it is really good, with good summer colors.
This one's This is a really pretty color. I like this color.
They have it. They have another one called Salad Green. In fact, that blouse right over there that I made for Emma, that we haven't finished yet. Here's another.
Imagine that.
Yeah. How cute is this?
Yeah,
so
look, it's the two different color greens.
Yeah. This is called Salad Green. I love this color. This is a beautiful one. So this fit Emma perfectly last year when I made it to try it on.
Head, yeah.
Yeah, she's got red hair and she looks good with these cut-in shoulders. And I think
she would have really liked to worn this blouse too.
Yeah. With a pair of white jeans.
Yeah, if Sally got it finished, she could.
Next time she comes, I'm going to have her try it on and see if I can.
Does this still fit?
I know.
Well,
it
sorry,
is a lady's
Emma.
size.
Now it's down to
I know.
Lila.
But it has the darts, and I can't remember which pattern.
It looks like it fits. I mean,
yeah,
it fit really
I think
cute.
it really is cute. I think it's a McCall's pattern, but I even put this band on the front.
Yeah,
I mean,
you did a great job.
I put darts or waist darts in the front and the back.
All right, Sally, you gotta finish it now.
Okay, I'll have to finish that this week and put that on her.
That's right.
We need a picture. It's been a while since we've done pictures.
He needs to come in for a photo.
But still, this has puckers, but it's not like super puckery.
No.
Rosanna says that is darling.
Well, she's very slim and she's athletic, but she has real broad shoulders.
Wide shoulders.
And you know this cut-in shoulder thing, that looks great on her.
It does. Yeah, I like to see people with those shoulders like that. With a
she's not a swimmer, but she has shoulders like a swimmer.
Yeah.
But she is a runner, and she looks good, and she looked good and everything. I told I told
15,
somebody once, she's
16,
16 now. She's got her driver's license.
Yeah.
But
we all look good
my
at
kids
16,
were
Sally.
my kids were athletic, and I said, down here inside this body, there's a runner.
That's right.
There's a runner down in here. Where do you think they got that from, right?
That's right.
Actually, I've never been that athletic, to be honest with you. But anyway, so now we've talked about seersucker.
So you could dream about that, being a runner, being... You can't run from anything now.
I know.
Right.
Right.
Not even a spider.
No. Well, stomp on those spiders.
Yeah.
Regina told me about a little tool that she found. Now you're going to have to talk about this, because this is kind of interesting.
Yeah,
What is
I
this
was
little
on
thing?
Amazon one day, and I don't know what I was looking for, but this came up, and I thought, well, that's a really interesting and cool thing, so I think I'll order it. And I did. It's a pattern notcher. And so it clips your fabric right where your little notch is, and you don't have to do your scissors every time. You just get this little thing, and you just stamp it, and there's your little...
I'm going to go to the overhead.
Your little notch.
These are very inexpensive. I ordered, it's a set of 2.
It's like 2 for $9 or something.
Yeah, they came in this box.
Yeah, so they're very inexpensive, but they're really cool and really neat when you're doing your patterns. I always forget to mark that thing until I'm sitting down to sew, and then I'm like, okay, got to get back up and go to the cutting table and mark these things again.
So notch a couple more so they can
now
see you do it.
You just click it. I mean, you just snap it. It's like a hole puncher, but it's a notcher.
It's maybe, 3/8 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch. You
Quarter
probably
inch,
don't even have to go that far in.
Yeah, you don't have to go that far in, and
see if they can see. Yeah, you can see that.
you can see your little notches. But these are really cool. So if you look on Amazon for pattern notcher.
Now you're not going to want to use these on a seam allowance that's only 1/4 of an inch.
No.
And
But you could do it if you had it and you wanted to just snip a little.
Yeah, you can do it.
You can do a little tiny snip, and that way you don't have to mark it.
When I'm sewing with a pattern that calls for 1/4 inch seam allowances, I always add more when I'm cutting out, because I hate sewing with 1/4 inch seam allowances.
I don't like 1/4 inch seams.
It's no big deal to cut it a little bit wider all the way around. And so I think they're hard for me with my big fingers.
I think everything should have a 3/8 inch seam.
Yeah, it works way better in my mind.
Yeah, you just go with it.
I might love the pattern and use it a million times, but I'm gonna make that seam allowance a little bigger when I'm cutting. So it's no knock against anybody's patterns, but but if it's hard for you to maneuver with a 1/4 inch, just
and sometimes
just
I
cut
have
it
to
a little bit
even
larger.
double stitch them. Because if I don't cut it bigger, then I have to double stitch, because I just don't trust that it's not going to come apart at some point.
Yeah.
And I don't future pattern makers make it 3/8 inch.
Yeah, that's right. I like that.
If you're designing a pattern, please put a 3/8 inch seam.
Except for at where you gather
at the waist has to be a 1/2 inch.
At least, half an inch, because you want to maybe do 2 or 3 gathering stitches.
Right.
To make that work. And how hard is it to gather up a little puffy sleeve with a 1/4 inch seam allowance, and you sew 2 gathering threads? Yeah,
almost impossible, because that first gathering thread's going to come out. It's going to, if the fabric ravels any little bit, it's just going to pull right off.
So see this little pattern notcher? It was cheap. You know what? This thing is heavy duty.
And it is a very nice little thing. I mean, somebody
in China really did a good job.
Somebody over in China is doing a good job. They're making these things, and they're not like, they're going to break or anything. They're,
when
they're
you
really
first
good.
told me about a pattern notcher, you can go through a fold. I do know when people are working with like a pattern, I don't know, like it's in cardboard. You know what I mean? People that really do pattern making, which I don't. They have notchers and they have all kinds of stuff. And I'm wondering, do they use
one time I saw that on a video, and that's what made me wonder.
Yeah.
And then whenever I saw it on there, I'm like, well, that was the same thing they had, you know?
Yeah.
I watched a movie one time on Netflix called The Tailor. If anybody's seen it, the guy was making, fancy clothes. It was a weird thing, but anyway, he had all these tools, and I thought, well, that was really neat. Why don't we have those? Now we do.
I just went to your Amazon and got it and
oh, good.
shared it.
Oh, good. You put a link. Shared a link. Good.
Yeah, because they are really good.
Yeah, they're cool.
And if you ever want to,
Patty says her aunt passed hers down to her and she uses it.
Awesome. Yeah, I'd never heard of it before. I saw the things, but I didn't know what they were doing with it.
So Pat wants to know how you add an extra 1/8 inch to the seam allowances.
You do this.
You just cut out a little
You
bit
get your little
wider.
eyeballs and your.
You eyeball it, Pat.
It may not be exactly the same, but
Here's the. I hate to cut into this. Okay.
Well, just draw another line on the edge. You just cut it out.
I mean, what I do, see this line? I just add an extra. When I cut it out, I cut outside of the pattern line.
Yeah.
Because I'm not that exact, and I doubt most of us are. I mean, you might be. Don't take offense. You might be. But then, okay.
Yeah.
Look.
She's like, smiling emoji with the teeth. I don't know what that means.
Oh. Oh, like E.
Yeah.
Hey, that's easy. That's easy to do.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sally, sure.
I eyeball almost everything. I'm like.
Oh, I do too. And I can figure it out.
Yeah. So.
And when you're measuring things, I can look at that and say, oh, that's probably 1/2 inch, or that's probably 3/8, and then you measure it, and it is.
Yeah.
But you get to that point where you're doing it so much that you just get it.
You get comfortable with it. That's right. And I do the same thing when I'm trimming, like around the neck or something like that. I mean, I'm like.
Yep.
And then I use those
I've never
really
figured
great.
out why when I go to the hairdresser and I say I only want 1/2 inch taken off, and I come out with 1.5 inches off of there. It's like
You need to take them a ruler
you need
and
to
say,
learn how to do this.
yeah, that's right.
My mom always said, tell them half as much as you really want off.
Oh,
Yeah.
because they get happy.
And you
They get
1/4 inch
so
off the
happy.
back of my hair. It's like,
Yeah, no kidding. Well, there are certain places on a pattern that are important for me to mark. For one, I mark that if I'm gathering a skirt, I want to mark that center.
oh, the center's got to
And
be
so
marked.
usually, I'm there with my scissors doing this,
you
and then
can
you have
notch
to
it.
find your little slit. But yeah, if you do this, it's going to be easy to find your slit. My problem is going to be finding my notcher.
Yeah.
when I'm working, I'm
Unless
like,
it's not hanging
where
around
did
your neck.
that's what I
you know.
need to add it to my bodkin and hang it around on the ribbon on my neck. So then,
I already knew that's why you got a 2-pack. It wasn't because you weren't sure about the quality and how it would hold up.
that's right. I got a 2-pack
You
because
get a 2-pack, and there you
I
go.
might always be able to find one. That's right. That's right. Well, anyway, I like it when people tell me about notions, and when Regina told me about this, I'm like, first thing I wanted to do is go find it.
Gotta
'Cause-
have that.
Yeah, and it's not expensive, so it's kind of fun to do that.
And if you're a notions queen, then you'll have this in your box.
Yeah, that's right.
In your carry bag or whatever you have.
And then you put a note on there about what it's for, because and like, wonder why I bought that.
That's like, thinking of that, yesterday somebody had posted, and I don't know where it was at, but it was the tool. It looked like it had like a screwdriver handle, and it went down long, and then it has it's flat on the end. It's round, but it's flat on the end, and it has a hole in it. And I have seen that thing so many times, like in different sewing things, and it's like, what is that for? And everybody was saying it was like a hole puncher. It was, I mean, they came up with all different ideas, but I really don't know what it's for.
Maybe somebody will recognize it and tell us.
It looks like a screwdriver, except that it's just completely round. It's kind of tapered at the end, and then it's flat on the end. But up above that the part where it's tapered, there's a hole through it. So I don't know what you do with that gadget.
I don't know, but you got something cute over here I want you to talk about.
Talk about.
And maybe somebody will come up with that gadget.
You probably, if you're into embroidery, machine embroidery, you've probably seen.
Oh, is it mostly machine? You've probably seen these.
Oh, which one are you talking about?
Any of this stuff right
Okay, well, I'll
here.
talk about the machine embroidery.
Yeah.
Joy Welch with Applique for Kids posted a little basket, Easter basket, that's all in the hoop. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, I have to make one of these.
An eyelet cutter?
Oh, is it eyelet cutter?
I don't know how it would cut though, because it's not sharp on the end, and that's one of the things people were saying, that you cut buttonholes or eyelets or round things with it, and it's like, but it's not sharp. So I don't know what it's for actually.
Could be the gadget. Could the gadget be a tack puller?
A what?
Tack puller?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
I've never pulled tacks, so I don't know how it would work for that.
I'm gonna search for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, Joy's little Easter baskets are so
If you slide one
cute.
over, I can hold it up while you're talking about it
You can talk
too.
about that one.
No, I'm gonna let you talk about
this.
it.
And, yeah, this is her little Easter basket. It has bunny ears on one side and a bunny tail on the other side. It's all made in the hoop except the final seam that you put together on the sides. On the machine,
So the whole thing is flat.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
sew
make each one of these parts is sewn out.
Oh.
And then when you get to the bottom part, it stays in the machine, and you lay these pieces down on it, and you tape them on the sides, and you have them matched up right with the seam, and where it stitched that, and then it just sews those. It attaches those really well to the bottom, and then when you take it off, this whole thing is just flat out. You know, when you take it out of the hoop, and then you go to the machine and you put it together and you sew up the sides with a zigzag. Now these, when I was talking to Joy about this, these two are made with foam, like from, is it Bosel or?
Oh, okay.
The Bosel,
yeah, is it like
that foam?
Uh-huh.
And so she said that's what she had made hers with, because when I made the first one, I just used batting. She said you could use batting or foam, so I used batting. And then when I went to put it together, of course I didn't read her instructions because I had done something like this before. So I just brought this one together. You know, I just laid it down flat.
I'm gonna go to the overhead so they can see what you're talking about.
Yeah, I laid it, because this is all open, so I laid this down, and these two pieces were flat. And I just started at the bottom and zigzagged to the top.
Well, no, what size hoop did you use?
I use a 6x10, but you can use a smaller one. I forgot exactly what she said, what size hoop she said, but if you can get, because these pieces, as you can see, they're not very big. And then the bottom piece, you can use a 4x4 or a 5x7. But
back to the tool, Deborah says the hole is for retrieving the cut piece of fabric. You have to tap the handle in with a hammer or mallet.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay.
That's
We're gonna have to
different.
look
We'll have
at
to
it.
figure that
Yeah.
out. So anyway, back to the bowl. That's how I did mine. And when I took a picture and sent it to Joy that I had done it, she said, well, yours stands out more than mine. So we started discussing what I had done. And I said, well, I didn't read your directions. and so she said, I said, well, I will go back and make another one and use exactly, because I used batting and did it a different way. So I went back and made these using the foam. And when she sews her sides together, she puts them like this. She flattens it out, if you can see. And then she zigzags very lightly down the side, because you don't need much to hold it.
Mm-hmm.
And so then it comes out more like a box.
That's so cute.
Mine came out more like a bowl, because she was trying to figure out why mine looked like a bowl and hers looked like a box. And it's just the way you sew it.
Yeah.
And you can do either one. So I guess if you don't want to read the directions at the end, but they are just the cutest thing in their finish. She does such an amazing job with her designs.
That's right.
And I just absolutely love them. And so that was my little Easter baskets. So 2 kids will get boxes and 1 kid will get a bowl.
Oh.
When I got through, I thought, well, dang, I have just enough here.
I don't think
So-
they're ever going to notice the difference. Do
I
you?
don't think those kids will know one thing
No.
about this
If there's
boxer
candy in
bowl.
there,
Yeah,
that's all
if
that
there's something
matters.
in there with
Yeah.
some, put a little grass in there with some stuff. That's what they're going for.
Yeah, that's as cute as it can be.
But I think they're adorable, and they're really, they're not. It doesn't take that long to make them, and so you can make little gifts.
Really, each one of these panels is sewn separately, and so this is already this is sewn with the ears, and this one with the tail on it, and then these just plain.
Yeah, when you lay it down and you're doing an applique, because when you put the foam down, it sews down the foam, and then you lay your fabric, your bottom fabric, base fabric, and it sews that part, and you trim that off, and it sews this, and you trim that off. Then it comes back, and you put a piece of white down, and it sews that, and you trim that out, and then it finishes it off.
Hey, that pink inside of there, that's just thread, right?
It's thread.
Oh,
Yeah.
it looks like another fabric.
It's just the machine sews in the pink on the ears.
Oh, I love that.
And so you only have 2 fabrics, or you can, and you have to make sure you put your fabric on the back side, because the first one I didn't do that. I got 3 sides made, and I picked it up, and I'm like, why is there stabilizer on the back of this?
Oh,
and I was
that's
like,
funny.
oh no, I forgot to put the back
So would you have to throw it away and start over? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's in the trash, and I started over, and
So guess what, guys? Even Regena is like always makes me feel
Regina
good
the
when
Machina
somebody
makes
who is
mistakes. 'Cause
really
she's-
good at what they do. Like, oh man.
Oh yeah, it's real
Wow.
simple.
Yeah.
Especially when you get distracted a little bit. Hi, Hope. Hi, Jack. Natalie.
Yeah.
And so anyway, you're talking and you forget about it, because Natalie and I were sewing together, and I was doing this and I was not paying much attention.
Oh my goodness. Well,
So anyway, they
these
came
are
out cute, and I got them done.
Joy Welch applique for kids. We do love Joyce.
We do. I've made so much stuff.
Yeah.
Enjoy her collars.
Yeah, I
and
was
the
just
hoop
gonna say the
collars.
collars and the hoop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you enjoy doing machine embroidery, go to hers. Go look up applique for kids and look at the stuff she does.
The collar patterns are 50% off too, so they're $5.
Oh, they are. The color
the
patterns
color
are 50.
patterns are on
And
sale.
the bowl is $4.
Oh my
Well, you
goodness.
bet. This is definitely worth a $4
Yeah.
pattern, I'm telling you.
Wow.
I just thought if somebody was sewing for something like an organization, this would be so neat to make these and take them to a nursing home, for Easter.
Oh.
It would be so sweet. Or somebody that's sick or something, you just make it up and put stuff in it for them. And yeah, I thought they were absolutely adorable
They are.
to use for different things besides just filling them up with candy.
So Regina used like a bird's eye piqué for the tail and the ears and the
This
bottom.
is actually one of your white
Isn't that
shirtings.
piqué? That's a shirting?
Yeah. I pulled it out. This bundle of white shirting fabric.
But it looks thicker.
And well,
It
it's
just
'cause
has
it's
the
got foam.
texture.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, I thought it was a
It's-
bird's eye.
I pulled it out of the white bundle stack, and
wow.
like, we're
Yeah,
gonna
that
use
in the
this. It's
bundle,
gonna be
that's-
pretty with this.
I love it like that.
And she has this bunny fabric that's so cute. Don't you have
We
that?
have from Fabric
Yeah,
Finders, I think. Yeah.
It worked perfect
Yeah.
for this bowl.
Yeah. It's cute.
And it's funny because when I made this one, this is a quilting fabric that I
Mm-hmm.
had many years ago, and it's almost exactly the
It is. It's
bunny
very
fabric.
similar. I didn't
Yeah.
think we had it in 3 different shades.
Right.
Oh, I love
But they're
that.
really cute. Really sweet little bowls.
So your next little project right over
My
there is
next little
also very cute.
This is very cute and easy. Oh, here's my page. This was from my smocking chapter. We all did this. And this is from Simply Eileen, and it's a Etsy pattern. I think it's $3.99. And it's a little hand embroidery thing you do on felt. And if you go to Hobby Lobby, you can buy these hearts. in a
Already
package.
stamped out.
They're already stamped out in a package, and I think there were 4 red ones, 4 pink ones, and 4 white ones.
Oh, in one package.
In one package.
Okay.
And they're like, I don't know, $6.99 or something like that.
Yeah.
And then I bought a piece of white felt, the squares,
Mm-hmm.
and did the hand embroidery on it, and just cut out the heart and put it on this.
Aw.
And it comes out so cute. And this is her pattern here.
So I'm going to go to the overhead so we can see it nice and close.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And she gives you all the instructions on how to do this. And you can just do it out of red felt, because that's what she did. She just cut her heart out of red felt.
Oh, and she has like
And
little,
she put little pearls on
yeah,
it.
okay.
It was really sweet.
But that's real
And you can
cute.
do this one a lot quicker.
Okay, I'm going to do.
And this was,
Oh, here. See, here's
these
the
are
design.
her pieces, yeah.
I'm gonna bring
She
this-
has so many sweet
There are
designs.
very
they're
sweet
they're
designs.
so
Look at
cute.
this.
And then on the back it shows you, you know, she printed a design off on that sticky paper and stuck it on her felt. That's a wash away stuff. I
Slide
just
down this way
freehanded.
just a tiny
I
bit.
freehanded this
Yeah.
on this one.
Oh, you did?
I
That's
just drew them
cute.
on there and looking at hers and then put them. And you can do, like on these two, I did buttons. You could do stitching or,
Mhm.
you know, whatever you want to do with them. But I thought they were so cute. And there's, you know, I did 4 one night sitting there watching TV.
Oh,
And so then I thought, okay, I'll just make up some hearts and have them for Valentine's.
that's neat. You know, there's a new Hobby Lobby in North Augusta.
Yeah,
so
I
it's
just
only
heard
like
about
10 miles
that.
from
Yeah.
here. Did you not know there's a new Hobby Lobby in North Augusta?
I did not know that. Is it
Yes.
open?
You know where Tractor Supply is? It used to be a buy low grocery store. Is now a Hobby Lobby.
I did
And,
not know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. They haven't been open very long, but people are really excited.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, you know, we have to send my poor husband. He knows his way around the other Hobby Lobby, but he's like, I couldn't find. I looked all through the fabric section for something. Once in a while, we're out of a floss.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, go to Hobby Lobby and get me a
Get
floss.
me some floss.
Yeah.
He stopped telling us when he leaves.
I know, because then I find out he gets back from town and he said, I've been to North Augusta. I'm like, oh, you need to tell me when you
Yeah.
go. I have a list.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not telling you.
Yeah, I have a list.
Anyway, go if you need a little hand project you want to do in the car. You can do this anywhere. Take it
That's
with you.
cute.
This is a really sweet little project to do.
Regina and I were looking at some of her other projects,
Oh, and they're so
there are
cute.
really cute
Yeah.
things in there.
She has a lot of really cute felt ideas.
Yeah.
You know, so.
And if somebody's just learning, that's
Oh,
a
it's a
great
great
learning project,
stitching, yeah.
like a child, you know, even.
Oh, I think that would be great for kids
yeah.
to do. You know,
Yeah,
tweens.
yeah.
You know,
that's
they-
what I'm thinking.
Or,
Some of
you know,
some of the
probably
girls.
7 Up, they could do it.
Yeah.
You know, and it would be really fun and cute for them to make gifts for their friends.
That's great.
You know, because that's what Kaylee does with her crocheting. If she has a friend that has a birthday or something, she crochets them something. And it might be a small iPod case, but she does. And I think that's so
that's
sweet.
neat.
Yeah.
So we're going to interrupt this program to bring you a special announcement.
Yes.
Because
And you're gonna like it.
Yeah, we have shown. We showed Gail Doan's new class last week. It's called the 5-piece set reversible pant. Oh, contemporary 5-piece set. Contemporary 5-piece set. And Michelle has been extremely busy, and she has made made kits,
Kits,
2 kits
yeah.
right now. One for
We
the.
got 3.
Oh, we have 3 right now. Oh, good. See, busier than I thought. Yeah.
She's working.
So we have the jacket and pants. We have a jacket and pants kit. We have the swing top and bloomers. And we have the dress. So three different ones if you wanted to break it up and not make all the parts and pieces. So I'll show you. We
And
might
what
have.
did you call your kit?
Cupcake.
It's cupcake.
Oh, yeah, cupcake.
The cupcake kit.
So here's the dress.
This is so cute. It looks like ice cream. You just want to eat
You know
it.
what it does?
It
It
looks
does.
like Neapolitan.
And then here's the little swing top. I love this.
I do too. That is so sweet.
And swing top and, bloomers.
These are my favorite. These little bloomers
Aren't
with
they cute?
band on the leg. I mean, these are just the cutest
Swing
things.
top and bloomers. And this is going to be made out of the pastel dot pique.
Mm-hmm.
And then the jacket and the long pants. This jacket is a cute style.
Mm-hmm.
I do like this style. You can make it out of all kinds of things in all times of the year.
Oh,
Like you
yeah.
could do corduroy or wool, just a
Yeah.
cotton, whatever. It's
Mhm.
really cute. With now she's got quilted pockets,
Quilted
kind of like you
pockets.
did
Yeah.
the like that, but
Mhm.
crisscross quilted, and the same with the yoke is quilted. And then the pants with a cute little cuff.
These are reversible,
Well, that one she just.
weren't they?
This one's just lined.
Oh,
I
it's
think,
just
but,
lined?
But you can make them.
Yeah, the other
reversible,
pair
can't
she
you?
had over
Yeah.
there was reversible.
Yeah. So anyway, Gail this is a brand new class. You can go to galedone.com. And the big surprise is, do we tell them that big surprise?
This is the one you're going to like.
Our giveaway next week. So this gives you time to think about this. Our giveaway next week, and this is straight from Gail Doan, is a giveaway to sign up for her class. And so, isn't that neat?
Yes.
Yeah. You will love it because she not only has excellent classes that are video, but the download for the instructions, absolutely fantastic.
Yes, and they're in color. And
Yeah.
They're beautiful,
And they're clearly understood.
Yeah.
Anyway, we love her stuff, and it was fun to show them last week too, wasn't it?
Oh, it was. Yeah.
But we're gonna have, Emma and I are gonna do another little quick video that we're gonna post so that you can see it for the giveaway for next week, so that you have a chance and other people can have a chance to put their name
Be
in.
watching. Make sure
Yeah.
you get your name in there
know.
because you really want this class.
There's so many ways that you can put the fabrics together for this outfit.
Oh yeah.
A lot of ways. And so some of them we don't have the exact fabric that Gail used, but we have kind
You
of
can do lots of pretty
Yeah.
liberty with it.
yeah,
Oh.
we've pulled things and done our own take on some of it, and it's cute. It's cute.
Real pretty.
All
Can we
right.
talk about this?
Yeah,
This is
sure.
This trim.
Okay.
She's up there making a kit,
Yeah.
and she pulled this out. I'm like, oh, that's so pretty. You have to show that. This is so sweet.
Isn't that a sweet? This is a Swiss edging, and has tiny little entredo and tiny little loops. And I'll hold it up like this. I don't know if you can see it for
Those
Instagram.
little heart doilies, were they fabric? They were fabric, right? That you
No,
got?
those are felt.
Yeah, felt.
Mhm.
Oh, look.
I'm bringing this over because this is what
Yeah.
I thought. As soon as I
That's
saw this
right.
edging, if you don't want to hand crochet your little sleeve here like Gail
Mm-hmm.
has done, this edging would be so pretty on
Okay,
this.
we're
And
gonna
it already
go
has the entredo.
To the over. Yeah, it has the entredo
It has
on
the
it.
entredo on it already, and so you don't have to do anything else.
Look at that tiny
at
little
that.
edging. That's
I mean,
very
it's just
sweet on
absolutely,
there.
look, it's the
That's
same
right.
size as each one of
Mhm.
those. I mean,
Yeah.
that would be so pretty on these little tops, or any little top.
I've been cutting the lace myself because we've hired somebody to take the place of the girl that has retired, but she isn't moving to our area until a couple of weeks from now. And so I've been filling lace orders, and I love laces so much. Laces are kind of my
Oh, the
thing.
laces are so
And every
beautiful.
time I'm working with them, I'm like, oh, this is pretty. I love this lace. I need to remember this.
And so when she pulled this out, I was watching what she was doing,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh,
Like,
look at this.
These little sweet narrow ones are adorable. They'd be great on.
And unless you see it like this, like me, I hadn't
Yeah.
seen it before. I wouldn't go looking for it.
love
And so
the little
it was
loops
so
on
nice
here.
to know it.
They're so sweet. But then this little guy, I don't know if you got this link, 29-204-234. This is a little French lace I cut for an order this week, and I thought this lace ought to be, well, I need to show this because it's a French lace. It's cotton with,
It's so sweet.
yeah, it is delicate.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can see it on here pretty well. Anyway, I think it would be so good for baby things because you could put this on a neck or on a sleeve because it's delicate,
It
isn't
is. And the heading is not real thick
Yeah,
or anything,
right.
but it's be so pretty.
And it's just a lightweight, pretty,
For the baby day
sweet.
gowns, baby
Yes.
dresses,
Oh, I was
things
going to
like
look for an
that.
insertion
Yeah,
because of that.
yeah.
You could put an insertion and
You
put it
can
at the
add an
bottom.
insertion and
yeah.
put it at the bottom of the gown. It's so sweet.
Were you able to find it, Emma?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So this will be linked, but this is a really pretty little trim, and sometimes they're more they're thicker. The embroidery or the way that the lace is made is thicker looking, but this just seems so fine and
And it almost
delicate.
looks like it has, because it's so fine, like little snowflakes up
yeah,
here
it
at
does.
the top.
The
you
tiny
know?
little dots too.
Mhm.
And it does have pull thread in the header, so it can be gathered onto something. Whether or not I can grab it and do it is, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. But you see
Look
that
how
that
pretty
could
that-
go
that's
around the
so
neck
sweet.
of a baby gown, and it wouldn't be scratchy or big. It would be just right.
Really, really sweet.
Yeah, I just thought this is my new favorite lace.
Mm-hmm.
Until I see the next
Until
one.
she
I
opens
like.
the package
Yeah.
tomorrow and it's,
Yeah.
oh, this is my new favorite one.
Yeah, I love this one.
It's like, this is so pretty.
All right, we've
Well, we're
been
gonna
holding
talk-
off on
I'm
the.
going to talk about my makes for the week.
Man,
I
they're
sewed
so
Tuesday and
pretty.
Wednesday. So these are what I made. We'll start with this one since it's on this little guy here.
What are the most number of garments you've ever made in a day? Regina?
3, I think.
Oh, I can't believe it. I thought it would be
Yeah,
even more than
no.
that.
Well,
That's
been-
all? You've only
it could
done
have been,
3?
but I'm getting old, so I had
Well.
to slow down.
You do have a family you're taking care of, too.
Yeah, she said, what else did you make? I said, dinner and vacuuming. And,
That's right.
But I work from 9 to 5. That's my hours. And I'm done at 9 o'clock or 5 o'clock.
Is that really true?
And yeah,
Oh, that's
I
funny.
work from 9 to 5 and I take a lunch break. And so
Oh, that's funny.
that's what I tell my husband in the morning. I get up and say, okay, I'm going to work. He knows, don't bother me.
Oh,
And so
man.
I go up there after breakfast and then I come down at lunch, probably for 30, 45 minutes. And then I go back and I sew till 5 and then I'm done. I turn out the lights. But she got all these knits. And so I wanted to do different things. This one is called Boise.
Mm-hmm.
And it is from Little Lizard King. It is so cute. And
I love
look at
this one.
this. In the back,
The
it
back,
has this
Yeah,
tie.
is it squared off in the back and the front?
Squared, tied.
Self-lined.
Little angel sleeves,
Yeah.
and this knit is so soft.
It
It's
is
so
soft.
nice to work
It's
with.
soft.
And I told her on the hems of these, I just did a serge, turned it under 1/2 inch, and then I zigzagged this one down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you don't have to have a special machine. You don't have to have a cover stitch.
Yeah, because you didn't do cover stitch on any of them,
I didn't
right?
cover
To
stitch
show that
anything.
you can.
I have the machine,
you
but I
can-
didn't use it. I wanted to do different things.
You have a
And-
regular machine.
yeah.
You don't have to have a cover stitch.
I
to
did
sew.
serge all the
Yeah.
seams, so they're serged. But other than that, that's. This
But you
little
don't
one.
have to serge. If
No.
you don't have a serger,
You
you
can
can,
do a
still sew knits
zigzag.
and they're beautiful.
Yeah, or leave them. I mean, they're not. They're just going to roll up.
Mhm.
But that was that little
That's
pattern.
cute. Let me pin this back on here. Ooh, I love this. I love the color of it. So darling.
And then this little dress. Well,
This
I
is
got a
cute.
owie back here because I'm.
Uh-oh. She pinned.
No,
got a pin in there?
it didn't catch
Oh.
on the serge.
Oh.
And there is a pin there. But this one, this little pattern is, it's on the other one here. This is Juniper by Violet Fill Threads. It's the cutest pattern. And I did this one with the cuffs on the sleeve.
So this, when it fits on the
It's like
arm,
a bell sleeve.
it comes down like this
Yeah, this is
over the cuff.
yeah, when it's pushed up, and it's
Isn't that
so
sweet?
cute.
Yeah. That's
And it was-
that's sweet.
And I wanted to make two. I wanted to make, these patterns come with all different versions, and so I decided, okay, I'll do one with this sleeve, and then it had one with
A skinny sleeve. This is for your
a
kid who's
slim
got
sleeve. It said,
got a
so,
skinny arm.
yeah,
It's definitely slim.
little tiny
But
arms.
this fabric does have
It's a good stretch. Yeah,
But this one has a band at the neck.
yeah. They both had bands, but this one doesn't
That
have
one had-
gathers in the
yeah,
sleeve.
I didn't even notice it. Yeah, you're
It's
right.
just a
You're
fit
right.
in.
Uh-huh.
And then you just turn it under and
Cute.
stitch around the arm.
Cute.
The little circle skirts.
Let me figure out what happened to your hanger.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, this
have
was
one
on the dress.
Yeah,
was
that,
it? Oh,
it was on the form over
mannequin.
here.
Okay, all right. Now
This
this
one-
fabric has been flying out the door even before anybody saw Regina's dress.
This one is called Shelby, and it's from Simple Life Patterns. I just wanted to show all the different pattern companies that make knits so that you can have a choice of what you're making. This one has a little cup
This
sleeve.
is cute. I love this because
It's-
there's nothing added here.
No,
It's just a shape.
It's just the shape of it when you
uh-huh.
sew it. And then the back is really cute.
It is cute.
The little crisscross straps.
Oh,
You can make them straight or you can crisscross them.
I like them crisscross.
Yeah, I did too, so
Yeah.
that's why I went with that one.
And then
But
a circle
then a
skirt.
big circle skirt.
Oh. But this is not, you don't have to have a lining or anything in the skirt. It is not see-through.
No, you can't see through
No.
this.
The bodice is
It's
self-lined,
lined.
but you don't really see the other.
You
You
don't,
don't
see,
see
the other
design coming through either.
No.
I
And
think
so that
that's
tells you that
pretty
you don't
neat.
need a slip
Yeah.
for this because it's not see-through.
Right.
So it was just fun. This is whimsical with the ice cream.
I know.
Just
We,
cute.
when we ordered this, we were like, oh, I don't know about the ice cream. Will it go? And
And
so
it's
we didn't
going.
order as much as we often would. And then it's going like
then it's
crazy.
going. Yeah. So
then
if
it's
you want
going.
it, you better get it.
Yeah, it's been popular. I think we have a couple back there too that we haven't put on yet. Did you see one that isn't out? Maybe.
And then this one is a nightgown. It's called Ashland. And it's by Violet Philfreds. And on theirs, they did the straps out of the fabric, but I decided to do something a little bit prettier, so I put
It's like a galoon.
a galoon lace on it, just to make it cuter.
It's cute.
And this I absolutely love this fabric.
This
When
has
I got this one, I
sea
thought,
turtles, sea creatures. This
might
is.
make myself one of these because it is so
I'm gonna go to the
soft.
overhead so they can see the design on
Yeah,
here.
the design is so pretty. And
Look at that.
Look, it's ready for the beach. I mean,
Yeah, that's pretty.
you gotta have something.
This
You
is
can make a cover up even for the beach, out of this, and then put it on the kid when they get out of the
Denise
pool.
can make Fred a bubble out of
Fred,
this.
you're getting a bubble out of this to go on the beach. I know it now. Denise, if you're watching, you better get this for Fred.
That's right.
He needs the sea creatures.
I love this.
But it's just so soft. It's just elastic in the
Now
top.
that would be simple and fast,
This,
wouldn't it?
yeah, it was. And so, I think this one might be too long for
One of
Josie.
the girl.
But I thought, what I might do if it's really too long, I might cut it off and add this back, cut it up, and then add this back as a ruffle,
Oh yeah.
and put a ruffle
Right.
on the bottom and make
Yeah.
it shorter.
Right.
Because she's gonna love it, and she loves nightgowns. And so I thought with these, I loved it.
The
So I can
colors
make one for
colors
myself.
are really pretty.
Yeah.
Fred said with the fancy band.
Yeah, with a fancy
Oh,
band.
it's got and see fancy straps and a fancy band.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
you will be
We're
styling.
gonna make sure that we have a video of that.
Yes.
Definitely.
So these were my Tuesday and Wednesday makes, and
No, you haven't done them all
Huh?
yet.
I didn't.
No.
Oh, I got one more to
'Cause
show you.
this one has the coolest sleeve you've ever seen.
This one is the cutest, sweetest little dress. This one is Metal by Peony Patterns. And it's got a little sleeve that's twisted.
This sleeve
makes
is
a knot
so
on the sleeve.
interesting. I'm gonna go to the overhead so you can talk about that sleeve and how you do
Yeah, I
that.
have to get over here so you can see it. You see it has a little, well, I got to do it this way. It has this little knot on the
You
sleeve.
flip it back a little bit because it's like I've been trying to figure it out.
Well, I told her you put the band on, but then the way the sleeve is cut down and around, and when you flip one over and pull it all the way around and then sew it to the band, and then you do the other one the opposite and sew it. It's really, really interesting. Let me see here.
Oh, you have the pattern piece?
I do.
Ah.
And we can show you.
So Regina found out that you have to cut a right and a left.
Yeah.
And
Have to read the pattern.
that's
Read the directions.
that's right.
Fred said if she makes it, I'll wear it.
Oh.
You have.
Oh my goodness. Man, that's
I found my next model garment.
yeah.
Denise, I'll get with you on the
We're
fabric.
gonna be doing a photo shoot in Oak
Small
Island.
garment in a kit.
I'll drive you to Oak Island to
Yeah,
do it.
that's right. That's right. Oh, that's funny.
Mary Lynn says, who wears all these things Regina makes?
She's got
I have
granddaughters.
two little granddaughters that are 5 and
Yeah.
6.
And then she also blesses my granddaughters with a lot of things too.
when I do. It's like it's
Yeah.
fun because there's lots of girls in this
Yeah.
troop.
I'll take things over to Kristen's and say, Regina's been here, and the girls are like, ooh, that's fun. That's fun.
Wanda says, love the knotted sleeve.
This is really cute.
I love
Oh,
that too.
okay. Yeah,
I'll
me
probably be
too.
sitting there for hours trying to figure out how to sew it thinking that's not
So
gonna
this
be
is the whole thing. Okay, I'm going to go to the overhead, and you can hold it up to show
Okay.
Instagram too. But then I'm going to the overhead so they can see it here.
Okay, here's the twist of the sleeve.
I'm gonna do this for 1 second.
Okay.
So this is cut on the fold right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so then, once it's cut on the fold,
lay it down a little bit. Yeah.
you have to go back and you have to cut it up. Because you have to cut up so far on here, like up a half an inch above there. And then this makes your twist. So there's two pieces on the end, ends up on the end of the sleeve. You know, because this is over here will be on the, somehow when it comes out over here on the fold, and then you cut this and you open it up, you got two pieces. It's still hard to understand. And this,
Yes, it is.
unless I cut it out and show you, but
Follow me over to Regina's house. to-
Yeah. yeah, because I had to read and think of how does this go, and then all of a sudden it just clicked. Okay, they're talking about the right piece goes over the left piece, bring it back under, but fold it up so that it matches this
You know I
band.
gotta watch and see it. It's just
I know it's one of those see me things,
I
and
can't concentrate when you're just spurting out where it's. I gotta see.
but I can do a video.
Yeah. Now that
and
would
then,
be.
then you can
Now
see
that
how to do
would
it.
be very fun to
Yeah.
have a video of this.
And I promise I won't put my hands on top because I was trying.
Oh.
I was trying to watch a video on how to thread a serger yesterday on an old Viking, and the man had the video going, but he had his hands right up where the thread was going, and it's like I couldn't see a thing.
Yeah.
It was like okay.
There's also a sew along on their website, which I'll link.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well, then they can go
okay.
do that. Just
Yes.
link it to that. And
Yeah. Well, we might need
Okay.
to watch that.
Saves me. Go watch their video because.
And so look, this is self-lined,
Mhm.
and then the skirt, you cannot see through the skirt,
Nope.
and so that does not need to be lined. I mean,
This fabric is just
cute.
beautiful because I love the print of this
Oh,
fabric.
this is a V-neck in the front.
Uh-huh.
V-neck in the front.
Yeah,
This
I wanted
made
to
me
try all
think
different
of
ones. I wanted to do the
Liberty.
round one, I wanted
Yeah.
to do the square and the V-neck, and so it's like
Man.
different patterns, different companies.
I love
So
that.
peony patterns, violet filled threads, little lizard king. They just check them out. They got
Yeah.
all these great patterns.
They do have good patterns for knits. There's no question about it.
And you don't have to print out the whole thing if you don't want to, you know, and you don't have to print out the instructions if read them from the computer, but read them.
But you can get your patterns printed at
You can send it to the plotted
the
pattern.
plotted pattern,
Mhm.
and she's very reasonable and very fast.
Right.
So we use them constantly.
Yeah, I have some
Yeah.
on the way in for
Mhm.
other things,
Mhm.
but I
Yeah.
didn't for these. So I printed these off and taped them together and made the dresses all on the same day. So you can do it.
So I think I asked you and Jane Seeley, do you starch your lace when you make fancy bands?
No.
She doesn't either, does she? But Nona Pontiff does, and so that's why we were talking about that. And but if you've ever starched lace and then put your iron down on it, it wants to pick it up, and then or it wants to crinkle it, and
Yeah.
so Nona, that's why in our Thursday tidbits in the newsletter yesterday, I showed what Nona showed us, and she takes a piece of silk organza. She likes it nice and long, and she had hers folded in half and pressed down so that it opened up like a folder, which
Right.
makes it easier. And because silk organza is kind of bouncy,
Right.
and so then laid her lace insertion. Now you wouldn't do this with an edging that you have to gather.
No.
Because you cannot pull-
because then you won't pull it.
No, but a lace insertion that doesn't need to be shaped
Yeah.
or gathered. You lay it down on that silk organza, spray starch, fold the top piece of silk organza on top of it, and then press that until it's dry, and then it's nice and firm. And so we're all saying everybody does things, they do things a different way, and it doesn't mean that there's a right and a wrong. It's
No.
kind of like Regina using Joy Welch's pattern and closing the seams her way, the way you do
Right.
it. One way is not right, or one way is
No,
not
they
wrong.
weren't. And,
Yeah.
and Joy's directions are perfect.
Yeah.
Just read her directions. I mean, that I've done so many things on there that's why I wasn't reading the directions that day.
But it still worked
it
fine.
worked. And you can do it either way. And you can use foam or you can use batting. It depends on what you have.
So we could tell by your responses that also they're all over as far as who pre-shrinks, who doesn't,
Oh yeah.
who starches, who doesn't.
washes everything
Yeah,
first, who
and
doesn't.
so there's not a right and wrong, and we didn't sit there and say, oh, I can't believe they don't pre-wash,
Yeah.
because
And I'll tell you something
I don't
else
pre-wash
about
everything.
the pre-washing, because I
Yeah.
don't pre-wash except usually knits or,
Yeah,
or
they can
corduroy or
shrink,
something
can't they?
like that. Yeah. These I didn't wash because I had washed some prior to this, and they were absolutely perfect when they came out of the dryer. There was anything, so I didn't do these. But talking about the laces and pre-washing and that stuff, most of the people, it's like christening gowns. And Jane and I were talking about this. Christening gowns, she gets back a lot that she has to alter or do something for the next child in the family. It's never been washed from the first child. So you're all worried about that, but they're going to not wash this after they wear it.
Right.
And they hang it up in the closet the way it was.
And
And
then
Jane
you've
gets
got
them back,
big
and they're
stain marks.
yellow. She did 2 this past week that I saw. Absolutely gorgeous christening gowns. And neither one had been washed. They'd been hung up, and one just had all yellow over here where the
But
kid had done
you
stuff.
can't, it doesn't look like it when you take it off the child. You
No.
can't tell. But if they've slobbered or drooled or anything,
Any drool on it, once it's
that's
hung
gonna
up,
turn yellow.
it will turn yellow.
But guess
And
what? It can be soaked, right?
It can be soaked and and it'll come out.
Yeah.
But you don't go into all that stuff of worrying yourself
Yeah.
beforehand washing it. You know, you can just sew that up, and a lot of times the sizing in the fabric helps you to sew it better.
Actually, it does.
You know, because it holds
that's
it better.
That's true.
And so when you make it and then you give it to them, and let them deal with it, because they don't deal with it very well if they hang it up.
We know
And
a
I'm
lot
probably
of people are
guilty
doing
of some of that if
heirloom.
I go back and look in my closet. Because one time I pulled out some of Kaylee's things from a baby because I didn't know either.
Oh, right.
You know, I mean, I had just started sewing and I didn't know, and they were yellow, and I'm like, why are these yellow?
Yeah.
You know, but
Because they can look spotless, but if the
yeah,
child has
when you
worn
hang
it,
them up, yeah,
after whatever number of years, you're gonna see
Right.
every drop of
anything that was
anything.
on it.
Yeah.
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 So we had interesting comments on the washing and.
Yeah, we did, and so I'm gonna read friend Denise's because they're just so much fun and they're good friends.
You can hear the real comments now.
Yeah. So Denise said the type of fabric dictates whether I pre-wash or not. And I agree with that. I can't ever remember pre-washing laces. However, I do iron and starch trims. I haven't made a fancy band, but I've decided this spring. Where are my fancy bands? I had them over here. Do we know what a fancy band is? Because I have some fancy bands that Jane Seeley made that I was going to try and put them on Tuesday's Treasures, but I just haven't been able to part with them. I haven't. I tend to.
Maybe a couple of years from now, the Tuesday thing.
Yeah. Look at, so here's a fancy band that Jane Seeley made. Look at that.
It's all the laces and.
So these are all lace insertions sewn together. And so when Denise and Fred are talking about fancy bands, you can picture this on Fred, right? And I haven't made a fancy band, but decided this spring is a good time to make Fred a bubble and do some lace work on it. And he would look really good in an outfit with a fancy band.
So when he gets this knit and he's got a fancy band on going down the beach, you're going to know it's Fred.
So Fred's response after she wrote hers, well, who doesn't love strawberries? That's a part of our giveaway. Another beautiful giveaway from Sally, the queen of giveaways. I'm unsure if I'm to pre-wash the bubble Denise is going to make me. Oh, high step on the beach, especially if it's going to have a fancy band. You only live once. All the best to the Gavin Gush gang. Thank you, good friends. You just brighten our day every time that we read a comment. So we do have...
And Doug, if you're watching, you might get one too if Sally decides.
Oh.
Your Sally decides to sew one.
Yeah, actually Sally's name is in here.
Yeah, so I'm sure you're probably watching,
let's
Doug.
see.
So you better watch out. You'll have a fancy band.
What do we do with our giveaway? Here it is. So the strawberry fabric, this is part of the giveaway. This is a strawberry knit. Oh, you didn't get that one, did you?
No, I didn't get that one.
And it's really cute. Then we have a pre-pleated collar, and we have Seriflex thread, which is good for sewing on knits.
Oh, definitely you like your Seriflex.
We have ballpoint needles, good for sewing on knits, and then a needle threader. So this is our giveaway. So let's see who we draw. It's your turn.
Okay, and we have lots of names in this bucket today. And we'll just go down in here and pull one out. Let's see what this is. This is Sandy Brannon. I starched my lace and pressed, but after Nona showed how she did it, I will now have a new way to press the lace. And she said, Debbie, you should check out how to do the lace, and don't forget to watch.
Oh, thank you, Sandy.
But she was recommending her friend to watch.
Yep. All right, so Sandy Brannon is our winner. And thanks for coming, Regina.
No,
It was
glad
great.
to be here.
I love it when you come.
Gotta go home and sew.
Yeah, that's right. She's got some more work to do, people.
Oh, yeah. My
All
next
right.
9 to 5 week.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. And
Come sew with me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't even know what I'm going to say next. I know she has you.